Hi guys, welcome back to Train Simulator 2016. We're going to do something a little different today. You'll see I've already done this once, but I had to go to the tutorials to find out how to do this. So we're going to prepare a class 143 ready for a driver to take over on a passenger service to Newton Abbot. So let's hit start. Now what we have to do is actually wash and refuel the train. It's only a 10-minute job, but it's not as easy as it might first seem. So as I say, I had to go into the tutorial to find out exactly how to refuel the train, but I think I've got it now, so we'll give it a go and see what happens. So there's the washer. That's where we're going to be going in a minute. This is our train. Okay, so just a short duty for you today. The Pacer unit needs preparing before entering service. Give it a wash and refuel, then hand over the unit to the driver. Okay, sounds simple enough. So, first thing we need to do, go into forward, acknowledge that, and off we go. So our first instruction is stop at reverse point. The reverse point is here. Now it's 15-mile-an-hour limit and we have a red signal against us, so we're not going to go too fast. We're going to have to change points ourselves here, so this is the first thing where we've been changing points, and we're washing and refueling the train, so a bit different from normal scenarios. So there's a train coming in. I wonder if that's why the signal's red, although he appears to be on the other line, so I don't see why that would cause a problem. But let's pull forward. And I think when we pull up to this signal and stop, the signal will change. That's what should happen. So a little bit further. There's the guys. I think one of them is going to be the one who takes over the train ultimately. So let's brake around here. There you go, signal's gone from red to yellow. So we'll move off and we'll head for reverse point where we've got to stop. As I say, 15-mile-an-hour limit, so not going to be doing too much really. Okay, so we'll run forward around 15, and it's changed to 20 now, so let's go a little bit faster. No point going too fast because we've got to stop very shortly. It's now gone to 45, but I'm not going to worry about that because we need to stop in this reverse point. So let's get to there. We'll start applying the brakes. Make sure we can stop within that area that is marked reverse point. So it's a little orange area on the scrolling display below. That's where we're headed for. So we're coming in now. Speed's low enough, we should be able to stop without too many problems. So we're going to try and get the engine and the passenger carriage within that orange area. That's our aim. And so as I say, I went to the academy to find out how to refuel the train because something I've not done before, but learned quite a bit from that. So we're now in reverse point. You can see the little red bar is moving across. So we'll wait for that to move across and hopefully we'll get another instruction as to what we're supposed to be doing. Here we go. So you'll need to change cabs before heading back to the yard. You can do this by pressing Control and Plus. And you'll also need to manually set the points to navigate around the yard. Okay, so we're setting points. So this is something completely new. So when it says that you need to change cabs, you can do it with Control and Plus, or you can do it here. So when I click that, we're now facing the other way. So we need to go back into forward again, acknowledge that again, and we can move off. Now the limit says 75, but we come to a 45, a 20 and then a 15, so I don't intend going much above 20 to be frankly honest. Hopefully time is not a great issue, but this guy does need to run a service for this thing, so we need to get it ready for him in a reasonable amount of time. But bear in mind that we need to change points, and I'll show you how we do that. So we'll cross this little bridge over a river by the look of it. This is on the Riviera line route. One of the scenarios is this 10-minute preparations. It's green, so it should be quite easy. So hopefully it will prove to be, but we'll see. So we're coming towards this 15-mile-an-hour limit. And we need to be slowing down and stopping roughly where those two guys are. So you'll see the two guys on the left, and immediately past them is a handle which controls the points. Hopefully you'll see in a second. Okay, so with a bit of luck you can see that handle sticking up just past the guys in front of us. Now if you keep your eye on that, I'm going to press the G key on the keyboard. So that's G for golf. You see that move? Hopefully you saw that handle move. That has now changed that point. So instead of going back off to the left, we're going to go straight ahead to the washer. And you'll notice on the scrolling display below, it says 5 miles an hour. But the instruction says go via Exeter TMD train wash. It doesn't say stop. So we don't actually have to stop in the washer, we just go through it, but at no more than 5 miles an hour. So let's approach the washer. And when we get a bit closer, we'll get down to 5 miles an hour. And there we go, just apply the brakes. And that should do us. Anything below 6 is fine, 5.9 will be okay. So we're okay at 5.6 I think, so we'll just let it run in and go through this washer, and that should wash our train for us, so we don't actually have to stop in there. Obviously in a car wash you sort of stop and it does it all for you from there, but this just says go via, so we're just going to go through and see if that's good enough. So we've got a timeliness bonus, 250. Washing, rinsing. Okay, so it's now saying stop at forward point. So we've completed that instruction, and now we're going to go and stop at the forward point. Still 5 miles an hour. Forward point is only a short distance away. It's basically here. So before those buffers at the end, we need to come to a stop once we're in that orange forward point area marked on the scrolling map below. So here we go. We're near enough there. Just let it run forward. We're back in a 15-mile-an-hour limit. That's not much help to us at the moment because we need to be stopping here. So we're almost in. So if I start braking now, that should just about do us. Okay, there we go. And the red clock has come up, moving across. Hopefully they'll tell us what to do next. They said wash and then refuel, so we've done the wash, apparently. We now need to do the refueling bit, and this is the bit I had to look in the academy to find out how to do this. So before you head to the fuel pump, you'll need to change back to the other cab. If fueling doesn't commence when triggered, ensure your vehicle is aligned to the pump correctly. Now you have to be very exact with this. So, let's close that, jump to the other cab again, take the brakes off with a 15-mile-an-hour limit, so we'll start moving forward. Now before we go too far, I'm going to stop here at the risk of losing time, but you see the handle in front of us for the points again? We need to change those points so that we go down the right hand bit to the fuel pumps. So there you go, that should have changed that. So let's see if it has. So we're going to go down here, and with a bit of luck, we're going down the right-hand drive. Yes, we are. Excellent. Okay. So, now, we need to run to the fuel pump, and it's the far-end fuel pump we need. So we'll just come through here. I'll go a little bit past it now. I do need to stop in a second, and you need to stop in exactly the right place, or it won't refuel your train. So let's just roll forward. Okay, so I'm going to apply the brakes there, come to a stop, and this is the bit I had to look in the academy for to find out how to do this. So, you press the number 2 key on your keyboard, which takes you outside, and what we need to do is roll forward so our train is right at the end of this concrete area here, which is the refuelling area. So we're not going to hardly really go at all, we're just going to refuel. I'm surprised there's passengers sitting on the train while we're doing all of this, but there you go. So if I roll forwards, with a bit of luck, about there should do us. So if we spin round and go to the pump, no, that's not good enough. You can see we're not right quite at the end. I said you have to be very exact with this. So let it roll forward a little bit further and stop about there. See if that's good enough. Yes, it's coming up. So you can see there's an icon come up and you just click. And there you go. So that's just refueled it. That's remarkably quick refueling, but there you go. So pull forward and stop where the driver is standing so he can take over. So close that down, go back inside, take the brakes off and move forward. And if you remember those 2 guys standing up near this signal, one of them is the driver that we want to get in this thing and take it on its service. So I'm coming, mate. I've washed it, I've fueled it, it's all ready for you. So all the best. All yours, mate. So we'll get there in a second. So you can see it's marked on the scrolling display below as finishing point. That's where we need to be stopping. This you don't seem to have to be quite as accurate with as you did for the fuel pump. If you don't stop in exactly the right place, you won't get that icon and you won't be able to refuel. So you do have to be very exact with that. But what I'm going to do is run through here and try to stop around about here. Yep, that looks good enough because the red bar has come up. So now we just wait. Cross fingers and hope it's going to accept that. Judging by the fact that the red bar has come up, I think we've done all we need to do. I'm going to put the reversal into neutral. Oh, no, we've done it. Look, that's it. Well done. You've managed to get this service ready for action for the driver. So if we go out of that and... Okay, last time I got gold, this time I only got silver because I took a little bit longer because I was explaining what you need to do. So that's it. That's a very short scenario, but one you have to be very exact with. So if you need to check on refueling or anything like that, just go to the academy. There is a, I think it's class 166. Let's just check, we'll have a look. But basically it tells you how to refuel, that's the important thing. The same applies to all diesel trains from what I can see. Okay, so it's class 170. Class 170 refueling. That tells you how to do it. So it's basically refueling any diesel train. So have fun and I'll see you next time, guys. Bye now.